Rahim, O level 1. I welcome you all to your another English class. Girls, in the previous video we discussed about the sentence, phrase and clause. Our main concentration was on clause. What is a clause? So let me remind you, Bache, clause is a group of words which should have a subject and a verb. These are the two compulsions for the clause. It should have a subject and a verb. Clear? But if a group of words is having a subject and a verb and it's giving us a complete thought or a complete sense, we call it as a main clause. But if a group of words is having a subject and a verb and it's not giving us a complete thought, we call it as the subordinate clause. Clear, bache? I told you in the previous video that a sentence can have one clause, it can have two clauses as well, and it can have more than two clauses as well. Clear? So even a single main clause which has a subject and a verb and which giving us a complete sense, we can call it as a sentence. So depending upon the clauses, how many and which kind of clauses a sentence is having, on that basis the sentences are divided into three types. The very first one is, bache, the simple sentence. Clear? So what is a simple sentence? A simple sentence has a subject and a verb and a complete thought. In other words, we can say that simple sentence has one main clause. Clear? So a sentence which has a subject and a verb and it gives us a complete thought, we already call it as a main clause. So आप कह सकते हो कि a simple sentence has one main clause. Clear? Or a simple sentence contains one main clause, or a sentence which contains just one main clause, we call it as the simple sentence. The example are, Joe waited for the train. So it's having the subject which is Joe, waited is a verb, so it's fulfilling the condition of a clause. Now let's see whether it's giving a complete thought. Joe waited for the train. Yes, it's giving a complete thought. Okay, he waited for the train. Clear? So it has a subject and it has a verb and it is giving us a complete sense. So that's why we can call it as a simple sentence or we can call it as the main clause. So simple sentence are those sentences which will have just one main clause. The second example is, bache, of the simple sentence that the train was late. So the train is a subject, was is a helping verb, but still it's a verb. So this sentence is also having a subject and a verb and it's giving us a complete sense that the train was late. So yes, it's a main clause as well. Clear? Or in other words, it has a subject, it has a verb and it's giving a complete sense. So it's a simple sentence. Clear, bache? The third example of the simple sentence is, I have done my task, or I have completed my task, whatever. So I is a subject, done is verb, and it's giving a complete thought case, someone has completed his or her task. So yes, it's a main clause. So bache, let me remind you again, a simple sentence is that sentence which has one main clause. Or in other words, आप ये भी कह सकते हो कि a simple sentence is that sentence which has a subject, which has a verb and which give us the complete thought, we call it as the simple sentence. Is it clear, bache? Now let's switch over to complex sentences. Now what is a complex sentence? A complex sentence is made up of one main clause and one or more dependent clauses, or dependent clauses ko you can also call them as the subordinate clauses. Clear, bache? So now over here, complex sentence would be that sentence which has one main clause and one or more subordinate clauses or dependent clauses. Clear, bache? So that's why they are called as the complex sentences. A complex sentence will always have one main clause and it can have one or more than one dependent clauses or subordinate clauses. Clear, bache? So that is called as the complex sentences. Acha. So it means that this sentence will have two clauses inside it. Both of them will be having a subject and a verb. First one will be having a subject and a verb and the second one will also have a subject and a verb. but the one would be giving the complete thought and the second one would be not giving a complete thought. Clear? So let's see in the examples. बच्चे, I heated my coffee in the microwave because it was too cold. Now this is a whole sentence. Clear? So but in this sentence we have two clauses. Clear? I heated my coffee in the microwave because it was too cold. So I is the subject, heated is a verb. Clear? It is a subject and was is a verb. Clear? In the second half. So we have two clauses, but the one is giving a complete sense and the other one is not giving us a complete sense. Can anyone guess which one is giving us a complete sense? I heated my coffee in the microwave. Yes, I heated my coffee in the microwave. It's giving us a complete thought. Even if you remove the second part of the sentence, still it will make sense that I heated my coffee in the microwave. Clear, bache? So this one is a main clause. Acha, now because it was too cold, so this is a subordinate clause or a dependent clause, because if you remove the first part of the sentence, you just start from this because it was too cold. So it's not giving us a sense what was too cold and why. Because, clear? So this is because it was too cold. Although it's having a subject and a verb, it is a subject and was is a helping verb, but it's because it was too cold is not giving us a complete sense. अगर आप start करते हो because it was too cold, then it's not giving us a complete sense. So the first one we can call it as the main clause because it has a subject and a verb, and it's giving us a complete sense as well. Now the second one, because it was too cold, we will call it as the subordinate clause or dependent clause because it has a subject and a verb, which is subject is it and verb is was, but it is not giving us a complete sense because if I remove the first part of the sentence and I just start from because it was too cold, so although still it's having the subject and a verb, but it's not giving me a complete sense. So that's why we call it as the subordinate clause and dependent clause as well, because it was too cold, this portion is dependent upon the first portion of the sentence, I heated my coffee in the microwave. Why? Because if we remove the first part, then the second part, because it was too cold, will not give us a complete thought. That's why we call it as the dependent clause or subordinate clause. Acha, look at bache, because jo hai, because it is connecting the two clauses. It is connecting the main clause with the subordinate clause. So because we call because as the subordinating conjunction. The function of the conjunction is to join two sentences, two clauses, two paragraphs, something like that. So over here because is joining the main clause with the subordinate clause. Clear, bache? Acha. Now come to another example of complex sentence. What was the complex sentence? Complex sentence was that it will have one main clause and it will have one or more dependent clauses or subordinate clauses. बच्चे keep it in mind, main clause और independent clause एक ही चीज़ है, एक ही चीज़ के दो नाम हैं, and subordinate clause and dependent clause एक चीज़ है, एक ही चीज़ के दो नाम हैं. So a complex sentence is that sentence which will have one main clause and one or more subordinate clause. चलिए look at another example of complex sentence. See, she returned the computer after she noticed it was damaged. चलिए, again this is a whole sentence, but in this sentence we have two clauses. She returned the computer. She is the subject, we is the verb. After she noticed it was damaged. She is the subject, noticed is the verb. So both the part are having subject and verb. But let's see which one is giving us a complete thought. She returned the computer. This one is giving us the complete thought. उसने computer वापस कर दिया. Clear? After she noticed it was damaged, this one is not giving us a complete thought. Why? because if we remove the first part of the sentence and just we read it from here, after se padhe, after she noticed it was damaged, then it seems an incomplete sentence. So after se lekar damage tak, it is having a subject and a verb, but it's not giving us a complete thought. So that's why we call it as the subordinate clause. The first one is she returned the computer. Even अगर आप sentence का second part हटा भी दे, still it making a sense that कि उसने computer वापस कर दिया. So over here, this is a complex sentence. The whole of it is a sentence, but within the sentence we have two clauses. One is the main clause and the other is the subordinate clause. अच्छा, look at after. First example में because and the second example में after, they are working or functioning as a conjunction. So it is joining the main clause with the subordinate clause. So we call them as the subordinating conjunction. In first example, because is the subordinating conjunction, and in the second example, after is the subordinating conjunction. Clear bache? I hope till here it's clear. Now coming to the compound sentence. Okay ji. What is compound sentence? A compound sentence has two main clauses. Clear? A compound sentence has two main clauses. इसमें दोनों main clauses होगी. दोनों जो है it will have a subject and a verb, and both of us will give us a complete thought. अगर एक को हम दूसरे से हटा भी दें, still both of them will give us the complete thought. Clear? So what are compound sentence? Compound sentences are those sentences which have two main clauses. Clear? Means ke they would not be dependent upon the other clause. Means ke see the examples. I like coffee and Mary likes tea. सही है? I like coffee is having a subject and a verb, and it's giving a complete sense कि मुझे कॉफ़ी पसंद है. Mary likes tea, Mary को tea पसंद है. So and it is having a subject Mary and likes verb. Both of them are giving us a complete thought. Clear? But joined together by and. So and is a coordinating conjunction. Clear? So what are the compound sentences? Compound sentences are those sentences which are having two main clauses. Clear? Like for example के sentence में दो main clauses होगी. If I remove any of the clause, still the other one would be giving us a complete thought. For example, if I remove I like coffee and I remove the second half, I is the subject, like is the verb. So the first part is even given us a complete thought. Clear? And if I remove the first part and I just say Mary likes tea, Mary is subject, likes is verb, and it's giving कि Mary को tea पसंद है. So if I remove the first part, still is giving us a complete thought. So that's why both of them are main clauses joined together by the coordinating conjunction. Clear? Now the other is example is Mary went to work. Mary काम पर गई, but John went to the party. लेकिन John party में गया. Okay, Mary is the subject, went is a verb. John is a subject, went is a verb. Both of them are main clauses. Why? Because same, if I remove the second part of the sentence, still the first part is giving me a complete sense. See, if I just do like this, Mary went to work, Mary काम पर गई. Subject and verb clause की condition fulfill कर रहा है, and it's giving a complete thought as well. So Mary went to work is a main clause. Clear? But if I hide the first part, the second part is also giving me a complete sense. John went to the party. John party में गया. John is a subject, went is a verb. So it means that both of them are having a subject and a verb, and both of them are giving a complete sense. They are not dependent upon each other. So that's why both of them are main clauses joined together by a coordinating conjunction, that is but. Clear bache? So keep it in mind कि subordinating complex sentences में the two clauses, that is the main clause and the subordinate clause, will be joined together by subordinating conjunctions. Clear? complex sentences are those sentences which has the subject and which has complex sentences are those sentences which has one main clause and one or more subordinating clauses, and the main clause would be joined with the subordinating clause by a subordinating conjunctions. Acha, compound sentences are those sentences which has two main clauses joined together by coordinating conjunctions. We have so many subordinating conjunctions that are because, if, whether, as soon as, and so many. But in English we have three coordinating conjunctions: and, but, and, or or. Clear bache? I hope till here it's clear. If you still have any ambiguities, you can ask me in the group as well. Clear? You can personally ask. Thank you bache. Have a blessed day.